Okay, the second question. Are we well equipped with skills as biomedical students from universities to offer services needed in our communities? Now we are talking about the skills. Are our skills up to date that we can give services to the community?
No, we are not given the skills we need to face the challenges in the communities. What universities do, they give us the theory. Majorly, it's purely theory. Theory. They give you books, they give you notes. In exams, they set the same theory. Like it's all about the information they give. But then when it comes to the skills, when you go to the labs, you're not given that. For example, you find that you dealt with hematology, you dealt with the biomedical techniques, you dealt with all this, and then when you go to the lab, you find that you're dealing with over 5 units. And these units, they require some more information. You need to go to the lab to be able to know more about what you're learning. You go to the lab, you find out that you have only the practicals for 3 skills. The practicals, they're not in depth. You're just being given the layout. You're just being given the layout, and then they don't give you what you are really learning. They give you the top layer. Now when you go out, for example, you are going for internship or you are applying for a job, and then you go to a place like Cambridge. There you are going to deal mostly with skills. Yes, you have the information. You have to use the information so that you can apply the skills. But then when you are given that floor or that space to show what you have, you don't have the skills that they need.
The case is that we are not given the skills based on a challenge that we lack proper lab infrastructure. We lack proper lab infrastructure, whereby you can attend a university, most public university. You can attend a lab session, then you end up being told that you lack some chemicals to do the test. Thereby, you end up not doing the lab practical at all. So we lack the lab infrastructure in general.
In line with skills, we have the science. Actually, if you meet the biomedical students, they are very smart but not useful. Yeah, so we are smart but we are not useful. The issue is the university, they have the labs, they are not well equipped or they are outdated, and then the university, it admits a large number of students which the lab cannot even hold. So you end up, you have learned the theory, you have the science, it runs in your head, but now how to gain the skills. And then the other issue is, apart from nursing and clinical medicine, the other science students, they are not exposed to the community. They are not exposed to the realities of the community. So Msa may graduate, but hajui, like he doesn't know where he fits. He doesn't know where he's going. The internship opportunities, they are scarce, and if any they are available, the rich, they are always the ones to be considered.
Okay. University, they give us the relevant skills, laboratory skills, the chemical principles, but the practical skill, like developing a real product which you can take to the market and maybe make something out of it.
For me, the university doesn't give us enough skills, because at some point they give us theory but they don't include that skill part. You will find that in some units will take that theory, and then if you ask for practical, they will tell you that they don't have this part. Your unit is for theory, so you will wait, you will never see practical part of that theory. And if you go for lab work or you go for skills work, you will do just the basic ones, the ones that you will even not use in the field. Like just for instance, in chemistry, organic chemistry, you will just observe the color changes, of which you will not go deeper to identify which component is this, which component is this. As when you just observe that color change, you know this one is an alkaline, this is an alkaline. They don't sharpen that skill whereby someone or a student can go and identify which part is this an alcohol, is this. They don't reach there. They just give you the basic part of it or just a partial part of it.
It's a continuation of number 2. If so, what is the plight and fates of many biomedical students in Kenya, and what should be done to make this work?
Unemployment. That's our
No, the
fate.
skills. So
That's our fate.
They are fake. So where do you
Unemployment.
have-
what is
after
the
school?
fate or what is the plight?
Yeah. Unemployment.
So yours is unemployment.
Yeah, and lack of recognition from the government of biochemical students apart from academia.
Okay.
We are just known as just students by the government. And also we are being drained due to lack of local opportunities. There are no local opportunities outside here for the biomedical students. Thereby, we can all, not all, but mostly, our fate is unemployment and no government funding.
To add on what you said about the fate of unemployment, I guess for me it's because majorly the biomedical students, our main competitors are the medical lab students. And so you find that we are finished, we've graduated, and now we are out there looking for jobs. And then the first thing these people look at is the regulation, the board. Now we find that the medical lab students, they have a board. Now we find like biomedical students and medical laboratory students, we learn the same thing. It's just the names that are kind of different. But now when you go out there, the biotechnology students, the biomedical students, they are disadvantaged because we lack that board that regulates us. So we find that employment is also difficult.
There's also the issue of limited recognition as industrial chemists. The government should include policies which recognize the role of industrial chemists in health and manufacturing industries.
Okay, this is a problem. Graduates are stuck, and the solution is, okay, I am not a believer of writing CVs or being employed, but we need innovation hubs, we need startup grants, like we need, okay, the government, you allowed universities to register these programs. They allowed universities to register biomedical programs. So now that this water you have prepared, let's bath it. Like we will spend a fortune to import drugs, and it's not a one thing. Okay, it's not a one-time thing. It's repetitive. So the question is, how long will we import our drugs? We imported these courses from abroad. Then let's fund these courses. Let's sponsor these courses. Let's sponsor these students. Give them the grants, give them opportunity to innovate, so that you see, okay, you can reap of the fruits that you people planted. Like, these are the courses you people started them. So these students didn't demand for these courses. You bring them into curriculum. Now you have to finance them, you have to put your money in them so that these students can be productive.
We should be given, the institutions should define clear career paths. We should have government funding, and the government should involve biomedical students in national building, and also they should encourage the public-private partnership in biomedical sciences and industries.
For me, what I can say is that let us have a platform where we can showcase our skills. We get that after graduating, there's nowhere or there's no industry that is accepting you to showcase your skills. They also should, or they must recognize these biomedical scientists by just licensing them so that they can work, or they can showcase their skills in any place they go. Because you find that most of these labs, they need regulations. So most of our scientists, they find it difficult to join somewhere because they are not regulated. That is the major problem.
Biomedical sciences and scientists in our country are currently disadvantaged because the thinking has been a competitive pursuit of medical industry. But the biggest competitor is those that are fully skilled in medical sciences. The change has got to come in our curriculum as to empower our own biomedical scientists. We have biochemists and other biotechnologists who can, other than go into curricula of sciences, they can go into integrative medicine and be able to manufacture the medicaments that are used in integrative medicine. They could also go into the field of agriculture and be able to make foods and vaccines and different kinds of products that are used in agricultural industry. They could as well go into the cosmetic industry, where they will be the foundation or the force that makes the products that are used in cosmetic industry. They could as well go into the food industry and be able to make the wines. They could be able to make the sodas and the different juices or components that are in market today because they are built in biomedical foundation. They could as well go into forensic sciences, where they will be able to investigate channels that are needed and required in forensic sciences. They could be as well go into microbiologies and diverse areas of microbiology as biomedical scientists and be able to make the food that is required for the culture of microbes and many other components.